Hello, welcome back to EVE Online. We're continuing our mission Extravaganza. Oddly enough, our next mission is Angel Extravaganza. It's gonna be one jump out and hatch, but angels, like I said in the last video, if you didn't catch it, are weak to apparently explosive. I thought it was kinetic. Normally always used was kinetic, but hey, and so we are going to be at a severe disadvantage with a paladin because we are doing EM and thermal, and that is it. No kinetic, no explosive, and they do, like I said, mainly, or they are weak mainly to EM and kinetic and explosive. Wow, words. Not one to word today. All right, let's go and undock. Say unlock, not even unlocking. So we will get into our mission system here. And this is one of those missions that I believe it's Zibacookie's hacker card is the one that we want. And that will get us, or no, sorry, the Angel Diamond Tag. This right here will get us into a, like, quote-unquote secret room. It's essentially an extra gate. It's not required, but you can go in that room. It's a very high DPS room coming at you, so definitely not for the weak or unskilled. And you want to get in there and get set up and start taking out some sentry guns, because sentry guns are the ones that kind of hit you from a ways away, and then you can slowly start taking out the ships. Good, get into system here. Alright, and we will get warping to our location, which I think is a gate. And then, yeah. So this one I will be micro jump driving around, so you'll actually get to see that. Like I said, I don't micro jump drive a lot, but this one I'm definitely gonna want some decent distance between me and the ships, because we are, like I said, not doing the most optimal damage. Normally I come in here with like a missile ship or something, and that's easier to take out, but I have a couple of missile ships. I don't have everything I need for them, so right now this is what we're doing. And I'm gonna bounce off this gate. Let's just go down so we're out of the way. And then we'll go that direction. And we will activate the gate. All right. Yeah, let's see, where are we at? 23. We might not need to. Let's switch to conflag, drop into Bastion, lock these guys up. Web of Fires, a Viper. Come on. Get locked up before they get too close. We might be able to do something to them. Yeah, there we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. That makes it feel a little better. Sometimes just getting rid of those frigates is like a must. So I will show you what their resistances look like. So here you go. Pretty even across the board for armor and shield. Luckily, thermal's not as high, so we do hit decently on thermal. So there you go. And yeah, there it is. Explosive is the preferred method. Interesting. We always used to come in here with kinetic missiles. Oh, that's funny. All right, we'll lock this one up because I believe there's another spawn in this room. It's not just the one. Yep, there it is. So we'll take him out. Honestly, I think with the DPS that we have, probably going to be okay, just because we have some very high DPS to deal with these guys. Technically, they are shield tanked, is what the most aren't like hit points they have is in the shield with a Macarial. Yes, Warlord. Yeah, he takes a little bit, but that's all right. And it's going to be a lot of waiting because I don't know the spawns on this one too well. Like I was about to deactivate this, but I was like, I don't know what's coming next if there isn't another one. It's been a very long time since I've run an Angel Extravaganza. So optimal range. They have to come straight at me to get to me, so that's good. We can probably pop that just in case. We'll just cycle it, see how that goes. Oh, we're like barely hitting on some of them. Holy cow! Yeah, it's gonna be a slow cycling. Get a good hit, but go ahead and move up to the gate. We do have a little bit of travel. Okay, there you go. That first room done. Such a cool explosion. So we will get up on this gate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look at it, get myself centered, and then as soon as we get within that 2500, I'll go ahead and get us aligned and just super warp in there. I do know angels will go after your drones like crazy. All right. Almost there. 2,000 more to go ish. And then we will get going. And less than 500. A little more than 500. Come on. There we go. Go ahead and get aligned and activate the gate. Not quite aligned. You're slow lining. That's all right. All right. And we might do all this in whatchamacallit. Quad flag. Well, except for the end. I already know, not the end, but because I know these guys coming up over here, I think they might be a little too far. Oh no, okay. I believe there's like a couple of super tank ones. that'll spawn, and they're kind of annoying. With this mission, I do believe it is about a 25 to 30-minute long mission. We might be able to do a little faster. We're already at 10, but we'll see. So I think there's one more room with this one, and then the final room, and then the bonus room. And just immediately start locking them. 50, yeah, cool. Plenty of distance for them to travel to me. Yeah. There we go. Get this next guy. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, this is I think these are like the super tanks. Yeah, 72, 85, 90. Yeah, these guys are kind of a pain. They take the hits. Granted, like I said, we're not doing the optimal damage by any means, but that's okay. Like I said, our DPS is going to definitely outweigh their resistances for now, which is good. And he's gone. There we go. We are roughly 3 cycling each of these guys. And then the Warlord. And there we go. I think that was the last spawn. I could be wrong. We will see. I don't know if the Warlord gets low enough and then he starts calling for reinforcements, or how that works. I said if we need Bastion, we can have it. Nope, that is the last one. Okay. Let's move down to the gate. We're almost where we need to be. All right. 36. And we can activate. Lay over sideways completely as we turn. And here we go. See, if I remember correctly, if there's another room, there is some silos. Oh, no. These are just turrets. Final room. Done, I believe. We are going to need Scorch for this. They are just way too far. Luckily, the turrets, though, don't take a lot. We will switch back to Conflag for this guy. Oh, I missed that cycle. That's all right. We're going to sit here for a second then. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can blow these storage facilities up, and I believe there's like cargo will drop out of them, and I think it's just missiles, like it's ammo. Maybe, you know, some drugs. But not a single one of those guns dropped a container, like a cargo container of ammo. Normally they'll drop something, but they didn't drop nothing. Let's see. That's what a battleship wreck looks like. They all actually look kind of the same, just some are bigger. We just took the slider scale and moved it up. All right, we'll just get straight up to speed. Activate the gate. And away we go. Oh, no, this is okay. Yeah. Wow, a lot of rooms. I don't remember this at all. It's been so long. So we'll blow that up, and there's actually, I believe there's a chance for a implant to spawn out of there. So there is that. But let's get these frigates locked up. Try and get rid of them first. There we go. My guns are being wonky. 29. Ooh. Hit them. There we go. Whew. All right. Because there will be some that'll spawn up here. Oh, I am not shooting. Okay. I hit the button and it just sat there and did nothing. So I say, like, these are like the cycling on this is so fast it's out of sync. Storage silos next. And I believe, too, I want to say I've heard that if you blow up that radio signal, you can get an additional spawn also. I will lock this. We'll take them out. Let's bring this into me. There we go. These are straight up just battleships. Go. Let's see what we get out of this cargo container. Yep, an inherent. Oh, hey, look at that. 17 million. Nice. Inherent implant noble remote armor repair. I will take that. I don't care about the rest. Awesome. Nice 17 mil pull right there. I think there is a chance for a different one. Yeah, definitely lock these guys, but they're so far away. And I think it's way less. I think I have some of those, and like I said, they're way less. All right, let's try this radio telescope thing. If I blow it up, is there going to be an additional spawn? I've heard, but I don't know. We'll see. I got plenty of time. There we go. Take these guys out, and then we'll swap to Scorch. Maybe not. Maybe just an awesome giant explosion. So they spawn all the way up here. I thought, well, maybe not. I wanted to say there was maybe a named guy that spawns in here. He doesn't. It's not like he drops anything decent. It's just one of their named people they throw in. But you see him hit me with some explosive missiles all the way down here. Probably turn this one off just so we can decycle it. There we go. Last guy, I think. I feel like that last room they were just in with the turrets and the one battleship was kind of like a rest room. Like, okay, take a breather, recollect yourself. Oh, yep, there is some more. Okay. Where are they at? Up there. Okay. Like I said, I wasn't 100% sure what was going to spawn. That's why I cycled the thing, which I'm honestly probably just going to leave it off. I don't know what was going on with that. And now for the Warlord. Macarial up close. Awesome looking ship. I've owned one, sold it, just haven't bought it back. They're super expensive now. Unfortunately. When I bought mine, I think I got it for like 600 mil. Now they're up over $1 billion. It's like, oh, why? That's what is it? CCP. That's their way of taking money out of the game and making things super expensive right now, and not enough ships getting blown up. There we go. All right, go ahead and activate the gate. If I'm not mistaken, this last room should have some spider drones. And that's where I'm going to want to lock those up, like, immediately. But they spawn over here after I get rid of these guys. Yeah. Go ahead and get those guys locked up. There we go. There'll be some guys that spawn over here. And then over here. Maybe over here. Is there one on each of these? Is that what that means? Like one here, 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 and here? Let's see. I will say I'm very surprised that we are this far into shields, because normally it is just absolute like tank fest. So we've been in here for 20 minutes, 13 million ISK tick so far from just the ships we've killed. We still have the rest of this room and then the bonus room, and I think that bonus room is like at least another 10 million. There's just that much stuff in there. You'll see when we get in there. I have not used my micro warp drive or my micro jump drive either. I'm very surprised. Oh, I short-cycled that. There we go. Grab him. Yeah. All right. Yep. So say, like, I'm pretty sure stuff spawns over here. Got 3 frigates. I don't need you. Come on. Lock the frigates. Let's go. Thank you. Go. And there we go. I think there might be a way to force spawn the waves, and if I'm not mistaken, it's generally the one with the highest bounty. In the past, that's what it used to be. So whoever had the highest bounty was like the top dog, and if you killed him, you could actually force spawn the next wave of enemies pretty quickly. But you could, if you were just like, oh, I'm going to choose that one because he's the most, you could actually overwhelm yourself pretty quick. Go ahead and deactivate that. We're not going to need it because we've got one more spawn. It's this thing over here. And I believe it's going to be 1 battleship, 2 spider drones. There we go. Yep. A named guy. He doesn't give anything. So we may get these, we may not. Let's see. If they activate their micro warps, we're not getting them. Oh, look at that. We got them. They do web like 70 kilometers away. Like, I'm not going anywhere, but let's see. He's not any different, really. He's worth 1 million. He's so far away, though. We're just slowly taking him down. It's all right. There's a bigger hit. You can actually move down while we're waiting, just so we're in range. There we go. All right, so technically now the encounter, the mission is complete. But as I said, there is this bonus room with this acceleration gate. And we can go through it here in just a second. And tack on some more ISK bounty. So there we go. It requires the Angel Diamond tag to get through. Like I said, I know there's a use for the gate key and Zibakoki's hacker card. I believe one of these is they're both for gates, but I think those 2 specifically have to do with Worlds Collide. So, like I said, come in here, bunch of sentry guns, bunch of stuff to lock up. So we're going to want to get all this locked up very quickly. They, especially these drones, but let's get these towers. Not the drones, but the frigates. They do target paint. So this is where we're going to probably take... This is where we're going to go into some armor, finally, but... Come on, activate. That one... Okay. Rid of that guy. Rid of that guy. Yeah, now we're dipping into armor. Really? Get rid of that guy. Come on. He is hauling to me. I'm not going to be able to get him before he gets on top of me. I'll have to send drones after him, probably. Oh! Got him. Get rid of these. We'll cycle that once. Yeah, these Archgistoms, they're the ones with the 80s, 70s. Yeah, they're a pain. Excuse me. But sentry guns for now, let's just get rid of them. They're the ones who do kind of the most damage in this, just because they can hit so far out. All these guys, not really the breakers and stuff. They're not too bad. All right. They're all going to be under once I'm done with this. So I'm going to switch to conflag so I can get better DPS application on them. They're 17. 16. Okay. Oh, they don't have a whole lot of armor or a whole lot of HP just in total, so that's good. Cycle that again. Start locking up the rest of this. And if I'm not mistaken, what you see is what is here. There's nothing else that will spawn, I don't believe. I think this is like kind of the last room, and that's it. Nice, we took them out real fast. To go the entire mission to have like not even 50% shields down, and then to come into here and just be like, boom, you're in armor. Like, goes to show how much DPS is in this room. Like I said, definitely not for the unskilled. So 8, 1, 3, nice. It's probably about 3, 4, or 5 mil out of this. Not too bad at all. All right, so let's see. Let's deactivate here. We got plenty of time to take out these last two. They'll be next. He's like right on top of us. And this guy, the Seraphim, no, his resistance aren't any really that much better either. There we go. Last guy. We'll go ahead and cycle this one more time. Like how we're getting these glances off. Grazes, glances, grazes. There's a hit, finally. Graze. Glance. 3,000 for a glance. Oh, oh, oh. There is another spawn. Okay. Thrones. Interesting. Well, I will activate Bastion and go again. Not expecting that. That's okay. Those Thrones are worth a mill. 890 for these guys. There we go. Probably deactivating that a little quick, but that's okay. They're still far enough out for optimals. And we're hitting pretty decent on this. So if we can get some really good hits, yeah, like that, finish them off real fast. What about, let's see, what are the Thrones? Nah, they're not even tanked any worse than anything else. This was a bit of a longer video. This one actually took, by the time we're done, everything, we're maybe probably 40 minutes. We're 36 minutes in. If I was using the correct ammo type, we may be a little faster. But I'm not 100% on that. So that is the last one. We are done. Let's go get this turned in. We can activate that just to repair the little bit that we need. And we are good to go. There we go. It's a pretty big fly away. That's, wow. We're 42 AU away. Still got a whole system to traverse. All right, get it here. Oh, what's the timing? Oh yeah, that's over before we. Star crystals look like, they're getting there. All right. Just because. And launch. So then I can just immediately dock. I don't have to worry about slow boating in to get there. There we go. Out of warp. Dock. All right. Turn this one in. Get our money. And our next mission is going to be not an anomic base. Smuggler interception. Another very good mission. So I will see you next. Hello, welcome back to EVE Online. So today we are picking up where we left off last time. We did a very lengthy Angel Extravaganza. Obviously, we're using not the correct ammo type. EM and thermal is not good against explosive kinetic weaknesses, but hey, we got through it. We got all the monies out of it. I remember in mission we got 14 mil. When we finished, I got a tick for 13 mil. And then we got 3 million from the agent for turning in. So we're guessing, right around 30 million for that mission. Not bad. Like I said, could have done it probably way faster if I was in something that was doing explosive damage, or something like that, which actually I am curious. It's not set up for it, but I was to take this ship, I know, this one, into that mission. Ooh. Does EM and kinetic. That could have been a possibility. Like I said, nowhere near set up for a level 4 Angel Extravaganza mission. This works, but it's not ideal. I only have 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the cap. So until I get a better one, yeah, I would love to do a mission running on the Thunderchild. Sweet ship, terrible execution. It needs some major buffs. But yeah, we pulled Smuggler Interception. It is one jump over in Nakatree. We're retrieving the 10 militants, which is funny because normally I have like 10 militants in here, but it doesn't count because you have to go get those ones. So let me drop this off into my implant section, and we will accept, undock, and take these out. And it is Blood Raiders, so EM Thermal is our friend, which means we are going to be crushing through this mission pretty quickly. So here we go. Sometimes I wish we like came out horizontally. This isn't one of those stations like this one. Can I even look at it? No, because I'm in the middle of warp. This station spits you at the top. This one's at the bottom. That one's at the top. Citadels spit you out horizontally, which is nice. I think there's some, other stations that could spit you out horizontally. Most Mars are out the top or out the bottom. Caldari Business Tribunal, that is going to be out the side horizontally, right there. That's your exit launch point right there. So pretty cool. That shift station looks pretty good. Hey, we've completed 3 jumps. Look at that. All right. Wow. There are a lot of these. I may have to come back after this. Holy cow. These are good for trying to get officer spawns. So True Sancha, they drop some pretty decent mods sometimes. And there's chances off of those to get, I believe these ones down here can give you a 3 of 10 spawn, and then these two can actually give you a 4 of 10 spawn, and if you get lucky, you can get it in high sec. Most 410s spawn in low sec, but every once in a while you get one in high sec. Pretty nice. I believe we are going to be using Scorch this time, just because they will be a little far off. We're probably going to bounce. Yep, but we'll activate the gate off that bounce, so we're kind of in line. There we go. Get rolling. Come on, there we go. We were going, and then it came to a stop. All right. So we are 60 from the gate. So what I tend to do is I am going to go up this direction. Do a little bit of, triangular Pythagorean theorem geometry launching stuff in space. And we're going to micro jump drive. It spools up, you have to wait till the end, and then it will launch you 100k from where you were. I say 100k, sometimes it feels like it's less. So we're here, we're going to bash it up. These guys are so far away, but that's okay. We're going to start with all of these. And as we get there, these guys will start moving this way. Actually, let's do this just to get them moving away this way now. We'll lock him up and we'll shoot him. And that will get these guys to aggro and start flying to me. Hopefully. But everything else, super easy. Yeah, there they go. Now they're coming. That's what I wanted. So as I work on the close-in stuff, with stuff we can reach, go ahead and lock all that up as much as we can. We can take 10 targets. That's good. Go. Yep, there we go. They're not worth a ton, 300, 400,000. It's not an Angel Extravaganza, that's for sure. But that's okay. All right, this frigate is 90. Take him out. He's too far. Let's work on this guy is close. Technically, my fall off's 108. I can hit him. Okay. It's not the best, but I can hit him. 83. Now, this is pulse lasers. These are PvP close range type weapons. If I was using tachyons, I could totally be sniping these guys from farther than I can lock. I think my lock range is only 100 and where is it? 147, and tachyons, if I'm not mistaken, can reach out to like 160, 180. Kind of ridiculous. And another ship I like to use, which I don't use for missions, just because the fit's not quite there, is it's a Minmatar ship, and I'm trying to think of the name. The Maelstrom. A ship that I 100% wish. We'll just shoot him because I can kind of hit him. There was another variant of like a Marauder, or honestly, at this point they could do Lancer battleships because they have Lancer dreadnoughts. And the Maelstrom 1400 millimeter artillery cannons is just awesome. So this guy's going to be a pain because he's flying into the ship or into the station, and yeah, now we're going to miss. So let's go down here, unfortunately. We'll turn that off so we're not wasting our ammo. Well, it looks like it gave us some new ones. All right. We'll have to get some more here in a little while, but crystals last honestly a very, very long time. It's pretty nice. So we are 76 away from the gate. I'm going to micro jump drive. It's probably going to put us under it. Let's see. Yep, 400 away. We'll go ahead and stop. 88. What can I hit? 80. Oh, I can hit him. All right. We're not even going to activate Bastion because I'm not going to waste that time. There we go. Yeah. See, I'm like, see, that was not 100K. It was less. Because I should technically be 30 kilometers away from that if it was truly 100K. Here comes the next or the last one, and we'll activate gate. All right, as we get into this last room here, everything is going to be, again, in scorch range. So we will Bastion up. Whoa. I held down my fire button instead of my control button. We're going to lock all these guys first. The ships that we're going to want are up here, and they're going to be transports, these personnel transports. So that will be what we go after here in a second. They will be the last ships that we shoot because we want them to be as close as possible, at least within 48. And currently that one is at 72. So they've got a little ways to travel. But we'll get rid of all those. We'll lock up as many of those as we can and just start one at a time. We can start with the battleships, that's fine. Yeah, they're in bestowers. Transport ship. One of my very first transport ships, the bestower, I still use it like crazy. Holds, I think mine's at 55,000 cubic meters of space. So very, very, very good cargo transport ship. Decent speed. Nothing crazy. Sometimes I feel like it takes a little long to align. I don't have any prop mods to make it go faster. It's generally just a quick, like, oh, I'm going to buy 2 ships and I need to carry them instead of, flying them one by one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just take out these battleships first. No biggie. All right, another battleship. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, let's take out these frigates. Didn't even realize there were still frigates in here. They're a decent ways away, but that frigate's next. There we go. Another battleship. Like I said, we're waiting on these personnel transports to get closer. So this one's 63, so they're both the same distance away. They actually do shoot at you, which is pretty funny. I think it's like, once they get close enough, they actually will shoot at you, and they use like one gun. I think it's one little gun. Yeah, right there. Little guns right here. They do like nothing in terms of damage, but Take them down now. We got these two. They are so close. Not quite there, though. Gosh. Let's pop out of Bastion then, just because we are going to have to probably move to them. Just to close that distance. Because we're going to, like, one-shot them, so... So if I'm not mistaken, they actually drop... each of these drop 10 militants, which... Really no reason... Yeah, see, one shot. So I was like, okay. And we'll just pop him. We want the cargo container. So then we don't want that. We want this. We'll grab that. There's another version of this mission where you actually they're not in a personnel transport like that. They are in a it's like a battleship that has them, and then you blow it up and the cargo container drops. I thought we were about to do a whole 100 and like a whole backflip. Almost did. Okay, militants, give me. Boom. And now we jump. Super, super easy, super fast mission right there. I say fast. Took us total mission time about 15 minutes-ish. Total time 20 minutes will be with travel. So not bad. It'll be a decent amount of this, probably about 10. And that'll be that. We'll get that all squared away and see what our next one is. Like I said, we've got Worlds Collide still. We got the Blockade. Gone Berserk is another one that's really good. Rogue Drones. There's still quite a few we haven't done. Dread Pirate Scarlet. That one's got a fun little quirk to it. Which you can actually end the mission a room before, so you don't even have to go to the next room, but you might as well, because there's some pretty good ISK bounty in that next room. It's like initial, second, third, so it's like 3 waves of battleships. So they're very, very good. That one is like all different types of ships in there, so different types of tank and damage you have to do, but Paladin has no problem with it. Go ahead and dock. Alright, let's turn this one in. Here are your militants. Thank you. And let's see what we get. Massive Attack. I don't know if we've done Massive Attack. I will have to check and see. If not, this one's going to be Sancha, and it says Massive Attack. Unfortunately, I don't think it's very massive. So I will see you in the next one.